Okay. So, welcome to another episode of Live Forex Trading with your host, AK. And so today we are looking at some of the pairs here. I think we have our friends coming in. That's good. That's pretty good. Let me see. Let me check the system. If it's up and running. Let me check. Just a second. That's good. Let's check the system. System's up and running. Okay. So, bang, bang, bang. Alrighty. So, actually, we're gonna erase all of the drawing here. We're gonna start fresh. So, okay. Go down. This should go here. Okay. And I actually need to send the link here. Hopefully the guys in the Zoom can hear me. Zoom guys, if you can hear me, just give me a quick shout out. So the mics on the YouTube's running. Checking the system. Okay. So. Okay, so we have the systems up and running. And everything looks good now. So we are gonna start our stream one more time. And Ace says unmute. Oh, yep. Can you hear me now? Better? Okay, so everything looks good up and running. So that's a good start here. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna clip this clip over here and okay, so unmute the participants. I'm gonna unmute the participants in a bit. So and we can definitely interact. Before that, I'm just gonna take my, I'm just gonna have a go with my analysis with today's pair, and obviously you guys will be unmuted, you know. So just a little bit of patience. So the guys in the YouTube again. So I'm actually doing a stream side by side for the YouTube guys too, just for their accessibility. You know, the people who want to learn forex for free. I mean, this is the best chance, best opportunity. So guys in the YouTube. So again, one more time, this is what you do. You go into a site called Tradingview. That's where I'm logged in, right? That's where you access all of your liquidity feed. Obviously, the guys in the Zoom, they know about it. So the first step to do is going to be going to this site here called tradingview.com, and from there you can actually access any sort of liquidity feed, right? And so after that, what you do is you go to another site called Forex Factory. So this is one of the sites where you see calendared economical events, and this is one of the good start to you just go into this site and see if there's any upcoming news in the session, right? So how do you find out what session is this? Is if you go into Forex Factory, you're going to see different tabs here saying forums, trades, news, calendar, market. So if you right click on the market and open it in the new tab, what you can see is you can see what market is it right now. So it actually tells us, you know what, Japanese bank has a holiday and we are in pre-London session. So the London session is going to start in the next 1 hour and 22 minutes, as you can definitely see. So this is the pre-London session, right? 2 hours before the session open is actually a pre-session. So we are in the pre-session. Obviously, because of the Tokyo close, there isn't much volume in the market, but we will see if London's gonna push the price somewhere, right? So Sydney market's gonna close in the next 21 minutes. Maybe that's gonna induce some volume in the market too. Other than that, I don't see any major news that can actually affect prices in London session, except for there's few yellow folder euro news. So if you actually go down a little bit, what you're going to see is the YouTube guys. Obviously, the guys in the Zoom, they know ins and out about this. So if you look over here, you will see that, you know what, the red folder says high impact news, and the orange folder is like a medium impact news, and the yellow folder is like low impact news. So more than likely, these yellow folder news, which are going to happen in like few minutes in the London session, they are not going to influence the market a lot, but we're going to see how the market's going to perceive this euro news, because obviously pound yen that we look into is sort of like a euro, is a minor pair from Europe, right? So it's actually very famous for investors around Europe. They actually are very keen towards pound instrument, especially pound yen instrument. So that's one of the things. We are in pre-session, YouTube guys. Obviously, the Zoom guys know about it. So okay. And Jamil, my friend, is sending me some message here. Hundreds of rumors, so they will turn up to your stream if it's you posting. They were asking me yesterday about stream. Jamil, if you can post it there, man, that'll be amazing, because I didn't get any chance to log into Discord, and my PC, because I was actually playing with my GPU, with my graphic card and stuff. It's actually acting funny. If I switch on between tabs a lot, it's a little bit funny. So if you could do me that favor, Jamil, that'll be amazing. But I get your worth. You want me to actually post it myself, I can do that, but for now, if you could help me doing that, that'll be amazing, Jamil. And okay, so let's break down the charts. So looking at the monthly, let's go with the monthly time frame. Obviously, we break down the charts from a higher time frame to the lower time frame, right? Obviously, and the monthly candle looks like it has grabbed its liquidity on the downside, and it's actually pushing up, right? It's actually rejecting the downside, and there's one more day left for the monthly candle to close. So we are almost at the end of April month. So hopefully May, June, and July is going to be the meat of the market where we're going to get a lot of opportunities, right? So that's our expectation here. And just give me a second. I'll just come back in a second. Yep, now we are perfect. So monthly, looking at the monthly, obviously this is the monthly target. If this monthly candle is going to push in the next few days, obviously we had this major FOMC news, which obviously did attract a lot of investors in the instruments, right? So we're going to see if this monthly candle is actually going to hit that monthly target. More so, if the price is actually moving bullish throughout this week, maybe this resistance, the weekly resistance, could be its first target. So the current weekly candle is definitely a healthy bullish candle at this state, and this is a weekly support. This is a potential weekly support which the price is above right now. It could feel the wick on the left hand side, but in an overall consistent market, in an overall time frame, what we want to see is ideally pound yen instrument going down, right? We want to see pairs going down. So let's see what happens. So in an overall time frame, in a few days, if the pairs start moving down, that would be amazing. We can get a lot of targets, a lot of opportunities on the downside, but let's see what happens. So obviously the weekly candle also has one more day left for its close. So looking at the daily time frame right now, daily is sort of bullishing up. So if this was the potential daily resistance, if this was a daily potential resistance, price has broken above already. So the current daily candle is moving up and is filling the previous daily candle's wick on the left hand side. So we still have cleaner traffic or cleaner wick on the left hand side from here and a clear traffic over there. So let's see what happens. Ideally, for this daily candle to move up, it should be making a lower wick, right? So this candle hasn't made any lower wick, which is not a really good sign of this candle continuing all the way up. But man, we gotta wait for a volume. So the current daily candle hasn't made any low yet. The price is still bullishing up, which is good, but we would love to see a lower wick. So looking at the market, there's this 4-hour resistance right here. So if this is the daily resistance, let me tidy up the zone a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'll actually lower this a little bit down, and what I can do is I can put in a orange line here, 151-200 level. So this could be the daily resistance, and this right here, this level right here, 151-665 level. Actually not 665, let's go with 670. So this could be a potential for our resistance, right? So for the price to continue up, we need the price to first break this resistance and break another resistance right here. This is also a point of rejection that we can't really ignore. We have to keep this in mind, because this is one of the points where price actually broke down and didn't even retest once, right? It actually went all the way down, almost about 200-300 pips. So that's a very strong rejection point right there. So as I said, how I planned my week was, or the daily candles was in the previous videos, or in the previous streams, I obviously wanted this weekly candle to sort of like grab its liquidity on the top side before heading down. So it is doing what I planned for, but we have to see any sort of heavy rejection here for the price to continue down, right? So until now, we haven't seen any sort of rejection. The price is bullishing up, so that's just as fine. Now looking at the 4-hour one more time, first sales. So when I look at a sales situation, cleaner sales are obviously going to be below this 151.020 level. So cleaner sales are going to be below this level. And how I'm going to note my text on the chart is, this is sort of like my daily resistance. It's always a good idea to actually freshly draw your zones and freshly draw your notation on the chart, because you get a you get a new view of the market, right? You get the current view or the current perspective of the market. So it's always a good idea to draw new zones or just draw a fresh notations on the chart. And so that could be my daily resistance, and this right here is gonna be my selling point. So sales for me, sales below 151.020 level. That's looking better because I don't want to risk any positions, or I don't want to be in this range, right? So this right here, any price below daily resistance and in between that sales below point is sort of like a range. So I would try and avoid this range, and I would ideally want to see a price closing below this level. So looking at the 4 hour has 3 more hours left for its close, and it's actually very close to the resistance. So buying right now is obviously not a good idea, and this current 4 hour hasn't made any lower wick too. We would ideally want to see a lower wick in any sort of candle before it heads to its direction, right? So we need a proper structured candle, and this 4 hour hasn't made its low. It's obviously filling the wick on the left hand side, and buying here is not a good idea. It's like 6-7 pips to the most closest rejection point, so it's not a good idea right there. So another closest rejection point is going to be here. This will be another closest rejection point, 151.935 right here. So how much of a range is this? Let's just check. So checking the range, it's like 24 pips, which is all right. You know, if the volume's going to push the price up, filling the wick on the left hand side, it's good. But we ideally want to see a 30-minute or a 1 hour candle close above 151.670 level. So if the price is going to reach that level and close above this level, that'll be perfect. That actually is going to be perfect. So let's look at the 2 hour. I also look at the 2 hour. I don't only rely on standard time frame. Obviously the guys in the Zoom, they know about it because I've been talking about this for some while, and 2 hour actually gives me an extra confluence, right? So looking at the 2 hour, the 2 hour definitely tells me, you know what, there's clean traffic here on the left hand side. So let me annotate for you guys here. Just give me a second. Okay, so look at here. So price closing above this level, it tells me that, you know what, there's a greater chance for the price to actually go through that cleaner traffic. So there is cleaner traffic on the 2 hour time frame. So I will have to wait for the price to first close above this recent 2 hour resistance. The current 2 hour is definitely bullishing up, but it doesn't have a proper structure. It doesn't have a lower wick. It's just going up. So I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure. So I cannot take any sort of buys right now. I don't want to be a cowboy. On a Thursday, I want to get the confirmation, and I want to be on the volumes side, right? So the current 1 hour candle has 10 more minutes left for its close. So just give me a second. Ideally, what I want to see is any price closing above 151.670 level and then bullishing up, right? That's what the plan is, and hopefully we could squeeze at 10-12 pips out of that range. So the current 1 hour has 9 more minutes left for its close. If this current 1 hour is going to close above this recent 1 hour resistance, that's a good sign that, you know what, the price can continue up. That's actually a very good sign. Let's just wait and see. So if this here is the 1 hour, 2 hour resistance right here, that's a very good idea, right? So it has 8 more minutes left for its close. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna wait. If this current 1 hour candle close ideally is something like this, if it's gonna close something like this, oh, sorry about that. If it's gonna close something like this, close something like this, and the next hourly candle does a retest on the recently broken resistance and the price starts continuing up, that's a good sign. I mean, the volume can be in our side. And what we want to see is ideally we want to see this current, that candle, that 1 hour or 30-minute candle to close above 151,670 level and further continue up, right? So let's see what happens. Are we gonna get some volume today? Because yesterday's London market was honestly a total like it was pretty bad. No volume at all. Volume was not in our side. Obviously volume showed up late around NYSC time and the trade played out then. I mean, so we didn't have the volume in our side, that's all, right? Other than that, you know, everything was okay. We took an impulse, didn't work out, we cut down the losses, so it is what it is. So let's just look at the 30-minute and let's see what the 30-minute tells us in detail. Okay, so the current 30-minute is definitely above the recent resistance. So price actually tried breaking that resistance several times. For example, if you look at this, if you look at this right here, so the price actually tried to break this resistance once, couldn't break it, just went down. Price tried one more time, couldn't break above, couldn't close above, tried second time, couldn't close above, tried third time, couldn't close above, and tried again, couldn't close above. Now this candle, this current candle is breaking above. So ideally, if the price is going to move up, we need this candle, the current candle, to actually close above, and the next candle to sort of retest this level and head up. All right. I don't want to rush in any sort of trade, so I'm just going to wait for the closes here. If we actually could get a close around here, potentially we may get a buy from somewhere this area too, but I have to wait and see a higher time frame confirmation, maybe a 30-minute or 1 hour confirmation. So Jason Johns here. Hey Jason, how's it going, man? Jason Johns. So what you think tonight, buy or sell? Any money? Okay. We have to wait and see, Jason. We have to wait and see. We're waiting for the current 1 hour to close at the first. So if this current 1 hour starts rejecting, or if it's going to close up and the next 1 hour starts coming back in the range, more than likely that could be a fake out too. Right, but we need a volume for any sort of trade to work out. We need volume, obviously, because we can see in 30-minute price tried breaking that level once, twice, another time. Price started trying breaking that level again, couldn't break above. Tried one more time, and this candle right here actually has broken above successfully, and it has 4 more minutes left for its close. If it's gonna reject that level and come back below this 151,550 vicinity, more than likely that could be a fake out, and we could actually get sales too. So let's just look at this sales scenario, any early sales scenario. So just give me a second. Wow, the candle is actually leaving this area. The current 30-minute candle, is actually leaving this range right here. If this was a range, price is actually sort of leaving their area, which is really good. I don't want to rush into any trades because it's Thursday and we can see volume in the opposite direction like in any time. So I want to see some sort of confirmation. So I'm going to wait for this 1 hour to close because it has like 3 more minutes left for its close. If this 1 hour ideally is going to close above 151,670, that's actually a very good idea for furthermore buys. Until then, I'm just going to wait. Until then, I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait. Okay. Just gonna wait. Just have to wait. So the calendar is clean. There's nothing much there, so inflation expectation. Okay. Yeah, the market seems clean here. Let's just wait and see. Wait and see. Wait and see. Waiting for 2 more minutes for this hourly candle to close. 2 more minutes. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's look at the 15 minutes as well. Yeah, this is the first 15 minutes. That's actually very high from this range. Is closing away from the range. So the 30-minute is telling us, you know what, the 30-minute tapped the range down below, grabbed this liquidity, and actually is trying to close above. So there's 1 more minute left. Is it going to close above? So the question we're going to ask this current 30-minute candle is it going to close above this recent range? So that way we know that the price is trying to leave this range. And if ideally the next candle retraces down and retest the broken range 1 more time and then starts heading up, that'll be perfect situation for buys. The market structure definitely tells us, you know what, the current market structure tells us there are buys coming in, but all we got to do is we got to wait. And we are only few minutes, a few hours in the 4 hours. So up in here from Los Angeles, right here with you waiting. Oh, perfect. Jason is from Los Angeles. That's perfect, Jason. Hope it's nice weather out there. So the weather here where I'm living is actually getting colder now. So I really don't like cold. Don't like the cold here. Six more seconds. So the previous 1 hour did close above in an ideal situation with a wick on the top. So I am not in any sort of buy. I'm just waiting. Today I'm going to wait for confirmation. So the structure tell me, you know what? Impulse could have worked out too, but I'm not in any sort of position. Neither do I recommend anybody to be in any sort of position here. So this is a delicate situation, as we've been hearing it out. Delicate situation. So the current 4-hour is actually very close to the 4-hour resistance. It can reject it any time. So ideally, I would want to see a 1-hour 30-minute close above 156.70. Then see a retest to further continue up. Otherwise, for a confirmation for any sort of early buys, I would want to see this current 1 hour to sort of retest this previously broken range and then start heading up, right? There's no confirmation here. So no confirmation, no trade. No confirmation, no trade. So sometimes what I see is in GJN gold, I see actually price moving in some sort of channel, right? So if this is a channel, the price is moving in. I would want to see candle close above here, 151.670. To start with, at least a 15-minute candle to close above there. The price is leaping up slowly, but man, it is what it is, because I need confirmation. If I miss out on the trade, that's fine, because I need to see confirmation. If there's no confirmation, no trade for me. I need to see confirmation. So there's 57 minutes left for the London market to open up. So the Sydney market has closed. Let's see what happens. So Jason says, looking good, real careful. Yes, sir, we are careful. We are trying to be very careful. So the current 4-hour is above the 4-hour resistance right here, the rejection point. So the 4-hour has 2 hours and 55 more minutes, right? So we just gotta wait for at least this 1 hour, 30-minute to close above 151.670 level. The structure is looking good, so we just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. So what I'm going to do is side by side. I'll be looking at gold too, because we missed out on the sells on gold yesterday. Would actually try and see if there's any opportunities here. So nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the drawings from gold here. And let's look at the daily time frame. Okay, let's look at the weekly. Okay, looking at the weekly, the current weekly has broken the previous week's low and is heading up. So that's a funny situation right there. And this previously broken daily support could be tested, right? So this could be a potential test of the previously broken daily support or weekly support. So looking at the daily. Yep. So the current daily candle has broken the previous daily candle's high, obviously. This could be a potential support right here. Oh, and my dad's calling me again. So the daily candle. Okay, let's look at the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour, the previous 4 hour candle has very small body and a rejection wick on the top. It's almost as if it has sort of rejected that level right there. And if this was the range that the price broke, the current 4 hour is actually coming back in the range. So if you look at it, this 1783.050 could be a, yep, this level right here. If the price starts closing below this range, this could serve as a fake out, right, in gold. So this right here could serve as a fake out. So we still have 2 hour and 52 more minutes left for it, for this 4 hour to close. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait in gold as well. There could be potential sellers coming in. Potential sellers coming in gold. And previous 2 hour did make a resistance. If this 2 hour closes inside the range, this 1783.050 range, it could head down. It could potentially head down with a cleaner traffic. Let's look at the 1 hour and let's see what's happening here. So sales below 1781.670 does seem nice. There's cleaner traffic here. So if actually gold is also moving in sort of like a channel, so as you can see, if you could actually draw a channel on the gold, right? So if this is the channel, let's see. Is it moving in channel? Let's see. We could see potential sells below this level. Potential sells below that level. Let's look at GBP here. What is it doing right now? Still, the current 4 hour is near this rejection point, near this 151.670 vicinity. And let's look at the 2 hour here. The current 2 hour has 50 more minutes left for its close. The previous 1 hour has closed above this, above the top of the range. If this was a potential range here, has closed above. And the current 1 hour has broken the previous 1 hour's high, obviously, but there's no impulsive buys taken today. We're just waiting. Just waiting. Okay. We are just waiting. So the current 15-minute also has like 4 more minutes left for its close. So the question we're going to ask this current 15-minute candle is it going to close above 151.670 level? Or is it going to close below? We definitely need some sort of wick on the top for an ideal close. And we're going to see if we can do something here. We're just gonna wait. So Jason here on YouTube says, I took a risk. I put my stop loss. GJ low, got in early. Oh, okay. So that's a call, Jason. It's good on you. You know, the structure looks well. If the volume is going to be in your side, I mean, you're fine. But we didn't get any confirmation, and I don't trade without confirmation. So most of the trades I took, I need confirmation. If there's no confirmation, no trade for me. So yesterday I did take an impulse trade, and it didn't work out. So I wouldn't want to be on that side again. I wouldn't want to be on that side again, because we are also very close to this rejection point here, and it can hit the target, right? But we haven't got any confirmation yet. So I don't know. Hope it works out, but yep, I'm gonna wait for confirmation. If it's gonna give you some money today, perfecto. But in long terms, I'm looking for sales in GJ, because we've been bullishing for some time now. And if investors are gonna put in money in instruments like yen and gold's gonna go up, yen's gonna pop down. So we just have to wait and see. Wait and see. Just gotta wait and see. Yep, the price is below that range now. So if you look at the 4-hour candle, it's actually back in the range, right? It's back in the range. Let's see. Okay. Yep, I would want to wait. I would want to wait for gold sales. Oh yeah, Jason, you're absolutely welcome, mate. He says, thank you for having this. You're always welcome. You know, we appreciate any sort of question. We appreciate any sort of involvement from the YouTube community, because the idea here is to help the people out there that actually want to learn, right? We are more than happy to help anybody who's willing to learn. So that's the idea. So if this current 1 hour is actually going down, let's see how we can catch this move. Sales coming in gold. Are we getting sales? Are we getting sales in gold? Are we getting sales in gold? So the current 1 hour has 45 minutes left for its close. The current 15-minute is almost closing below 1781,600 level, which is good. Yeah, the 5-minute close below 2. Ideally, I would want to see this price, if it's falling down. So what I know is when the price falls, I definitely know that when the price falls, it has to make this lower high, right? So I'm gonna wait for that lower high sort of opportunity. So we read the market. If the gold is actually going down, and everything that's happening on the top in the 4 hour is serving as a fake out or a false breakout. So we just need the price. If it's falling down, we need this price to make a lower high. Then we have a clear confirmation that, you know what, it made a lower high. There's a higher chance this low could be tested. So there's a higher chance this low could be tested. So we're just going to wait. Look at the price, how it's going down. It's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. So the break of the previous candle's low would have given you 8 pips. But I'm just going to wait for the candle to sort of make a higher low. Sorry, a lower high. And then I'm going to take a trade. I'm just going to wait. Today, Thursday, you know, there's no rush in trading because obviously if there's volume being induced in the market, we're going to get it somehow. So the previous 15-minute candle has closed like a healthy bearish candle below the level that we determined. So this 1781.670 was one of the levels that we're looking for to take sales below. So the current 15-minute candle is definitely going down. It's a healthy bearish candle, but we are not in any sort of position because we have to wait for some sort of structure to form, right? Some sort of structure to form, then we're going to take a position. If it's actually heading down, we need the price to make a lower high. This is where I'm going to be laser focused. And that's when I'm going to take a position. Until then, I'm just going to enjoy the price action because we read the market, obviously. And gold can head down. Gold can actually very well head down without giving any retest. It can just pop down anytime. But we have to wait for confirmation. No impulsive trades today. No impulsive trade at all. So the current 4-hour has come down below this range, right? So this area right here again, one more time, could serve as a fake out. And there is this rejection on the top, so it can head down. It can actually head down. We just have to wait. Wait for the market to decide where it's gonna go, right? So let's look at the 2-hour in the gold. 2-hour is gonna close in the next 41 minutes. Is this 2-hour? Let's ask a question. Is this 2-hour gonna close below 1781.670? That way we're gonna have a wick that we could. Sorry about that. That way we could have a wick on the downside to fill in that current candle to make a wick on the top side. That's going to make the lower high and we will go further down. So we just have to wait, man. We know, you know, positions are happening. We know that trades are running on, but we just got to wait. That's the best thing. Waiting. No impulsive trades. No nothing. Just wait. Look at this. That was amazing. Nice. So the current 1 hour has 14 more minutes left for its close. Still bullish. The 30 minutes going to close in the next 10 minutes. 15-minute. So the previous 15-minute actually closed above 151.670 level. And this current 15-minute candle has left this area. If you look at the wick, if you look at this right here, the wick, sorry, so if you look at this wick right here, you can tell that, you know what, this wick means this candle is sort of leaving the area. So if this 15-minute candle could actually close above, we could see if we could do something over there. But obviously buys do look good, so we're just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. No impulsive trade, no nothing. Looking at the 5-minute has created that support right there. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Even the 1 minute has that structure to move up. One minute has that structure. Current 1 hour hasn't made its low yet. There's no wick. I wanted to see a wick. Hopefully for the guys who are in this position, it works out. amazing if you took an impulse, but I am not in this trade. I am not in this trade. It actually looks good to move up because the candles are making higher highs and higher lows. It's actually good. Actually very good. I have to see candles closing above 151,670 to take any sort of buy. So just waiting at this point in time. Just waiting. Five-minute does look good. 1 minute has that structure as well. So just gotta wait. So let's look at the gold here one more time. So the gold is definitely heading down, as we said. So let's see if this current 1 hour and 2 hour lives some sort of wick on the downside and closes below 1781,670, or at least below 1783,050. And that sort of way we could have a lower high on the smaller time frames. That way we could have a lower high, for example, something like this. Oh, sorry. Something like this. Make a lower high and retest that lower high one more time and then head down. And this is going to be the ideal trade right here. We have to wait. Is the gold going to give us some money today? Let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. And I hope the guys in the Zoom are doing well too. The guys in the Zoom are doing well, waiting for the trades to play out. I mean, the GJ looks like it can hit that target today. We're just waiting for confirmation. So 30 minutes going to close in the next 4 minutes. Maybe that could add some light in our trade. Just gotta wait. Everything looks like bullish. The structure tells us, you know what, it's bullish. So we just gotta wait. for the 30-minute at least to close about 670 level. And let's look at the gold. Is gold doing what we just anticipated? Gold sells. Gold sells. Gold sells. So the 30 minutes going to close in the next 3 minutes in gold here. That's good. We need to see a lower high being formed in like a 15-minute or 30-minute before we jump in any sort of trade. Obviously, the gold can melt down all the way here. It can actually melt down, but we just gotta wait. No impulsive trades, man. No impulsive trades. No chances for impulse. Look at this pound. Hopefully Jason Jones on YouTube got secured his profits and stuff. And that's right, we are just waiting here. Just waiting. Waiting and waiting. So the pound yen is actually moving up. So the current 15-minute candle has 1 more minute left for its close. Is it going to close with a wick on the top? Is it going to close with a wick on the top? So the current 1 hour has 31 minutes left for its close. 31 minutes. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we are 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes left for London market to kick in. Is the London market's volume going to push the price all the way up to 151,935 level today? Is that possible? Is that possible, pound mate? So the 30-minute has actually closed above 151,670 level. So if this current 30-minute is going to retest this level and is going to make a lower wick before it's going to move up, that'll be perfect. I'm not in any sort of positions yet. There is a higher chance the price can actually tap this level, the target. But man, I waited for confirmation, and I'm still waiting for confirmation. There's no jumping in the trades today. Just waiting and waiting. Just waiting and waiting. Just waiting and waiting. Just waiting and waiting. Even the 1 minute structure looks so well, but not enticed to take any sort of trade. Waiting for confirmations. The 30-minute closing above 151,670. is perfect, right? It's perfect. We just need this current candle to sort of make a lower wick before it heads up. So we're gonna focus on that bit. If that's gonna happen, if this current 1 hour is gonna tap that level, it is what it is. It's just a beautiful price action then. But we need confirmation before we move in, before we take any sort of position. Right, we need a stop loss confirmation here. Come on. Come on, GJ. Okay. Looking to take any possible sells on gold and possible buys on GJ. Possible sells on gold, possible buys on GJ. Let's go. Are we gonna get that? Possible sell on gold and possible buy on GJ. Are we gonna get that today? Are we gonna get that today? So the 2 hour candle in the gold is going to close in the next 27 minutes. Likewise, the 1 hour is going to close in the next 27 minutes. So if it's going to close below 1781,670, that will be perfect for gold sales. We're just waiting. Today we are incorporating a lot of weight here. Just want to wait. Just want to wait for a better entry with a proper stop loss. Just waiting, no impulse taken. So ideally for any gold sales, we want to see price making its lower high, then retesting the low, and further continuing down. Just waiting. Waiting. Wow. Pound yen is just bullishing up. So it looks like this 15-minute candle was the entry candle right here. This 15-minute candle was the entry candle. We missed out on it. It is what it is. This 15-minute candle was the entry candle with stop loss below the wick. Man, oh man. So the entry could have been once the candle flipped bullish. It is what it is. Just waiting. So the current 1 hour candle is bullishing heavy up. It has 24 minutes left for its close. 24 minutes. 24 minutes. So after this candle, after this 15-minute candle closed above 150-1670 level. So this candle right here made a low, right? So that candle when flipped started flipping bullish would have been an ideal entry with stop loss below here, like 8-7 pips below, and for the continuation up. So if it's gonna hit our target, amazing, just amazing. So gold is doing what we asked for. It's actually heading up. So if we could see some sort of 15-minute lower high, we could capitalize on it. So we just gotta wait. So the London market's gonna open up in the next 14 minutes now. London market's gonna open up in the next 14 minutes. Sorry, 24 minutes. In the next 24 minutes. The current 15-minute candle has retested that 1781,670 level. Are we going to get any sort of position here? The hourly is coming to a close, so we got to be careful, because if we take any sort of entry here, it's dangerous, because the next hourly, what it can do is it can actually retrace up, make a higher wick, and then start heading down, right? That's sort of dangerous. So we have to wait for these candles to make a lower high, and potentially the next 1 hour candle to wick up and then start heading down. Let's see if we can capitalize on the gold today. Gold is looking good for further sales. So let's just wait and see. Wait and see. The current daily candle has actually rejected the top bid too, right? So the wick on the top side is looking so nice. It is looking perfect. Let's see what happens. We are not in any sort of position right now. Just waiting. Just waiting. Looks like GJ was the trade. GJ was actually the trade here. Once this 15-minute candle closed above 151,670, and this 15-minute candle made its low, stop loss could have been right below that low, and entry could have been possible once this candle started flipping bullish. So obviously we could have been in 16 pips profit right now, but obviously it is what it is, you know. We waited for confirmation. Volume is kicking in slowly. So 151,935 is achievable. So if anybody's in a trade, you should be actually securing a position right here. The 1 hour is actually coming in close. So in the next 20 minutes, it's going to be closing, right? So it's a good idea to actually secure some of the positions and leave the rest run with break even. So it looks like it's actually going to hit that 151,935 level. It's slowly pushing up. The volume's kicking in. So if the Zoom guys or anybody is in this sort of trade, if Jason is still in this trade from YouTube, Jason, man, you have to sort of secure your position and manage the risk, manage the trade. That was beautiful. Beautiful GJ trade. Look at this. Made it's a low. Stop loss could have been right here. And entries could be here. Entries could be here. Here. So that was good, GJ. Finally, the volume in GJ is kicking in, right? Slow. Hopefully, May, June, and July could be the meat of the market that we could attack. And if the volume is slowly kicking in GJ, volume is kicking in gold, man, we have a lot more days to capitalize on. We can definitely note down the price action from today. We can definitely note down how the price moved, right? So the price almost told us a story. You know what? This candle broke above our key level, this 15-minute candle. And this 15-minute candle almost sort of left this zone. See the leaving of the price? The wick tells us, you know what? I'm leaving this area. So that was the entry point. So obviously anybody in this trade, you can hit 151,935 level. That is achievable if the volume is kicking in. So the best thing you could do is secure some of the positions and leave it in break even. So let's see how the London market's going to approach this price right now. We are very close to this rejection point, so it's a good idea to secure. 151,935 is achievable. Just gotta wait. So the current 1 hour is going to close in the next 18 minutes. Let's look at the gold here. Wow, man, gold is just dropping. Just dropping. Just dropping. Wow. Wow. This is just wow. It's amazing how prices are moving in the direction with the volume. So this is how volume kicks in, right? When volume kicks in, there's like there's no retest, there's nothing. Look at this. Look at this. The volume. Man, it's so beautiful, right? The volume is actually beautiful. There's no possible retest, there's no nothing. Obviously this candle is going to come in close in the next like 18 minutes. So the 1 hour is coming in close in the next 17 minutes, obviously. So it's dangerous to take a position right at the close because the next candle can retrace up. And if you're in a position, you can be wicked, right? Your stop loss could be hit. So that's not a good idea to take a position here. But ideally, still we are waiting for the gold to sort of make like a lower high with its candle's body. Right, so again, this is one of the important points actually. Not many people note it down. So this current 15-minute candle did tap that 1781,670 level and sort of did make a lower high, but that was a wick. I would ideally want to see a lower high with a candle's body, not a wick, and that way a clear resistance going to be established slowly, and then I could get a retest. Other than that, if there's no retest, if the volume is just going to push the price down through the cleaner range, it is what it is. It's just not my day. I just gotta wait. Just gotta wait, not rushing into any sort of trade. It's very hard to be disciplined, right? It's very hard to like follow your rule throughout, but I'm just gonna wait. This GJ is so beautiful. Honestly, man. This 15-minute just gave it away. It gave everything away. Not this next 15-minute just gave everything away, right? So that was the ideal trade. Thursday volume. Look at the volume. It's so beautiful. Look at this candle, how it closed above 151,670 level. And the next candle made its low. So that low being created tells us that, you know what, I'm leaving this area. I don't want to be in this area. So the volume obviously did its action today. Amazing. I think 151,935 is in the book today. It is possible. I'm actually very happy for this. I'm very happy for Jason Johns on the YouTube because he actually took a trade. That's actually good, Jason. Amazing, dude. You must be in like swimming profits right now. You should be in like 20 pips profit. Wow. Just wow. This is just wow. So the current 4-hour is above that 4-hour resistance vicinity and is very close to this rejection point 151.935 level. So that rejection is to be kept in our mind. We cannot avoid this. So there could be a similar sort of similar fashion rejection there. So got to be careful about that. Got to be careful about that. Man, if we are going to close this 4 hours, going to close above 151.935 vicinity around here, we are off to the races, man. Because look at this clean traffic here. Look at the clean traffic there. If we are going to close above, this 4 hours going to close above 151.935 vicinity, we are off to the races. We are literally off to the races. Just look at this. Just gotta wait. In long terms, I want to see sales in GJ, so I'm just staying calm because obviously this April is coming to an end, and around the end of the month, I'm never rushing, right? I mean, midway through the month, there's a lot of opportunities that I catch, which pays me for the month, because I'm not only looking to be profitable in just one day, right? I'm looking to be profitable over the span of a month. So I am just so calm. Trust me, I am so calm. Our new month's gonna start in a few days. Our new week's gonna start in a few days, man. It's gonna be beautiful. Trust me, it's gonna be beautiful. And looks like we missed on gold sales as well. So the current 1 hour is going to close in the next 11 minutes. And it's still bearishing down. So that's good. Anticipations got correct. Levels were correct. The levels we noted down were correct. It's just that we didn't get a clear retest anywhere. Let's see how this 1 hour candle in the gold is going to close. Is it going to close with a wick on the tan side? That way, we could see some sort of 15-minute lower high being created. So the candle is moving, making lower lows, lower high. We have to see a proper bodied structure. I'll be happy to see some sort of a lower high being made with the body. That way I would have enough time to execute on this trade. Just waiting. Just waiting. Is the end of the month going to give us some sort of opportunity? Just waiting. Just waiting. The daily candle is looking well. It obviously doesn't have a lower wick, which obviously puts some of the traders off. But you know, it's doing its action. It's actually feeling the wick on the left hand side, and it's above the 4 hour rejection vicinity right here, and it's close to another rejection point. So let's see how the price is going to move there. Oh, Jason here says I'm on micro lot. Yeah, Jason, that it doesn't matter. As long as you experience the market, it doesn't matter. You know, you up the lot later. There's never a late on upping the lot. So it's good that you executed. You saw what you need to. It's perfect. It's just perfect. $150.1935. Are we gonna get the 150.1935 level? Let's see. So the London market is opening in the next 8 minutes. Let's see how the market responds to the price right now. Is GJ off to the race on the upper side, or are we gonna get some sort of proper structure on GJ as well? Are we gonna get something like this? That'll be perfect. Because obviously the market sometime what it does is market wants to grab its premium price too, or discounted price. So if the market's going to open up and it still wants to grab its discounted price on the lower side, so if it's going to pull the price down, we could definitely get some move on the upper side. But we just got to wait now. Obviously the trade was this 15-minute candle. This 15-minute candle was the trade candle there. We missed out on it. Just missed out on it. This right here was the trade candle. Man, oh man, the gold is actually running down. We missed out on gold sell too. Wanted to see some sort of structure, so market definitely is pushing with a lot of volume today. Must be the FOMC's attraction too. Investors putting in money, so that's good. That's actually very good. Are we gonna hit this 1773 level? Are we gonna hit the 1773 level today? Are we gonna hit this level? Are we gonna correct this FOMC pump? Are we gonna correct this FOMC pump? Looks like it. So Jason here from YouTube says, why wouldn't take the gold? Teach me. Okay. So definitely we did give out the bias saying, you know what, there's sales coming in. There was a opportunity for sales to be taken. So we actually could have profited on it. We just didn't take any trade because we waited for, well, I waited for gold proper structure to form, right? So when the candle's going down, we definitely see this. For example, if the candle's going down with a lot of volume, we definitely see lower low, lower highs being formed, right? Not just by its wick, by the body of the candle. So that's what I waited for. Obviously, there was a lower low, lower high being formed with the wick of the 15-minute candle. If you look at this, I actually said repeatedly many times saying anything below 1781, 670 is a good sell, right? I definitely said that. So this 15-minute candle closing below that level was perfect. And for sales, what we needed to see was candle to actually sort of do this. Just give me a second. We needed the candle to sort of do this. Sorry. We needed the candle to sort of do this. A wick. Right? So I didn't see the wick, and not seeing a wick is not like a confirmation for me. So I have to see this wick telling me that, you know what? I am leaving this vicinity. So if the wick shows up there, it tells me that, you know what? I'm leaving the area. So because I didn't see that wick, I didn't take any position, and it's fine. So it does what it does. Everything was seen, read, you know. So this sort of opportunity is going to come back again. So what I know now is the FOMC pump. I could have actually profited on the trade. I could have actually risked some position. After this 15-minute, grabbed some liquidity from the top with its wick. So I could have actually taken a position here with my stop loss over there, anticipating price to move further down in this clear traffic vicinity. But man, it is what it is. So the price is just correcting the FOMC pump. So it can actually go all the way down to this 1773 vicinity. But I'm not in any sort of trade because obviously it's end of the month. So that's one of the reasons. And if there's momentum volume coming in pairs, in instruments like GBP, JPY, and gold, man, we're going to see it throughout May, June, and July. So I'm not worried about missing on trades. Jason Johnson, that's why I didn't take any sort of trade. So this right here was the ideal sell on gold with the volume. But it is what it is, man. I still want to see on a 15-minute price rejecting a downside, making a resistance with the candle's body, and then heading down. Just waiting, you know, don't need to rush. Obviously, because I look into pairs in New York session 2, it's a really good thing that I get to see the pairs move in London. You know, I can sort of see like the reaction with more probabilities in New York, right? It's for me, it's like reading the market in London. I don't necessarily need to take a trade, and especially it's the end of the month, so I'm just taking my I'm just riding my bike slow, you know what I mean? I don't want to just race, just waiting. So this was a really good entry here to the downside. So the London market is open, has opened up already. So let's look at the market. Gold 4 hour has 2 more hours left for its close. Let's look at the GBP JPY. It's actually very close to our target. Looks like 151.935 is in the book. It can hit that level. Is it gonna hit that level? So the current previous 2 hour actually closed above 151.670 level with a very strong, healthy bullish candle. So that's a good sign. I'm not in any sort of trade. Now the price is actually very close to this rejection point, so I don't recommend anybody taking trade here. Maybe after this 4 hour candle closes above 151.935 level, That'll be a nice chance for the price to move all the way up. Until then, we just waiting. Just waiting. Today was a wait day. No confirmation, no trade day. So the 15-minute in GBP JPY was giving it away. Obviously, we missed it out. This was the trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to journal this. And I'm going to put it in my book saying confirmation was through the 15-minute. And obviously in gold as well. So in gold as well, we definitely saw this confirmation here, but didn't execute because wanted to see a proper structure of the candle. So it is what it is. So ideally, if it's going down, I would want to see something like this. I would want to see something like this. A lower high being made by the candle's body, then further heading down. So today's price in gold, it can actually correct the pump, right? So pump. It can correct the FOMC pump all the way down to 1773 level. If anybody took sales here, man, you're on a good position. You have more potential to head down. You have 70 pips of range. Wow. That's just wowie kawaii. And we are going to hit that target on GJ. Let's hit that target on GJ. Let's go, GJ. And we have hit that target. Man, look at this. This is so beautiful. 151,935. Is it in the book? And 151,935 hit. Wow. Wowie, come wowie. Look at the volume in the London session, dude. The London session today. That was a really good London, pre-London volume too. it's pushing up, so it's like already 27 pips up. This is one of the beauties about London session, right? So hopefully we get a similar sort of volume around May. I mean, it's end of the month, so let's see if we're gonna get continuous volume in around May. If we're gonna get volume in May, that would be perfect. That was the trade. So this right here, a buy position once the candle started flipping bullish, with stop loss around here, 5 to 6 pips, and target right here. That would have been perfect entry. Right, that would have been perfect. Or even entries from the break of the previous candle's high would have been perfect. So this is journaled.
Hello, AK.
Hello, Nick. How's it going, man?
Good. Just back to my screen. I got something to do, and I got out for some few minutes. So you were in that trade?
No, amazing. Man. I missed it out. Everything was called out. Just couldn't execute. Too bad.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for a 30-minute to close above 151,670. So this level, 151,670 level, I was waiting for 30-minute to close there. And this 30-minute, if you look at this 30-minute did close above, right?
Yeah.
But I was waiting for retest, so there was no retest today. The candles didn't even bother to make a lower wick. So it is what it is.
Just like crazy.
I know. So there was no confirmation here. And the price just flew to our target. Good volume, obviously good volume. So that's good.
But London still not open yet, right? Or it's open? It's open.
Yeah, we are 8 minutes in the London session already. So the possible trade was this right here. So we called out gold sells and pound buys. Obviously, because of no proper retest, we didn't take it. So the trade was here. This trade right here. This was the perfect position. Perfect position right there.
Right.
Yep. GJ was a cheeky monster today. That's a monster volume candle. It has moved from this key level that we determined, 151,670 level. From that level, it has moved already 28 pips. So that's just amazing. Amazing. And looking at gold, we anticipated sells below 1781,670, and it happened. So this 15-minute obviously did a retest to the same level and started heading down, but we didn't execute because what I wanted to see was a structure, a bodied structured lower high, and then further continuing down, right? So obviously volume is pushing it down, and the price right now in the gold is actually correcting the FOMC's pump from yesterday. So this pump from yesterday, the price is actually correcting it, right? So if you look at it, the price is actually correcting it. And we can see a correction all the way down till 1773 level, this level here. We can see a correction all the way down there, but I want to see some sort of lower high before I take any position. So just waiting today. Vikash says the quality is very low. Okay, Let me check the system one more time because oh, it actually tells me excellent condition here because in my YouTube widget. So man, you have to check your internet one more time.
You know, okay, I got to leave early today. Tomorrow is a Vietnamese national holiday, so
Oh
I have
wow.
to prepare something
Oh sure,
for
sure, sure,
tomorrow.
sure, sure.
Yeah, new. We have tomorrow is the Independent Day.
Oh
The next day is the 1st of May is International Labor Day, right? It's your holiday as well, right?
yes, we have
The
a
first of
holiday
May.
too. Yep.
Yeah, so we have 2 days holiday.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good.
tomorrow is Independent Day, and the next day is Labor Day.
Yep.
So I need to
Perfect.
prepare something for tomorrow.
Sure,
Picnic.
sure, sure,
got,
sure, sure,
got to be off early. Thank
sure,
you
Nick.
very much, AK.
You're
Hope,
always
hope to see
welcome.
you
You're
next
always
week.
welcome. We will do it. So we're gonna be back here on Monday to Friday. We will be glad to see you, Nick, back. So that was good. Seeing Nick
Yeah,
here. Best of luck for
if possible,
tomorrow.
we can do some.
Yep. Go on.
So one day holiday. Uh, I don't understand what Jamil is telling. Ah, yeah. Saturday doesn't count, but we will have 1 day compensation on Monday. Like
Oh.
the companies will not work on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, so it will be compensated.
That's good. That's good. That's actually very good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good day, AK. Good day,
Good
Jamil.
day. Have a
Hope to
good
see
day, Nick.
you
Have a good day.
next weekend.
Sure, sure.
Sure.
See
I'll
you.
take
See you on
photos.
Monday.
Yeah. Okay. See you on
Sure.
Monday. Bye bye.
See you later. Jamil's saying take a photo. Take photos. Yeah, take some photos. Sure.
I'm sure you will. What's crack-a-lackin'?
Would you say, Jamil?
What's crack-a-lackin'? It means what's up or how's it going?
How's it going? Oh, everything's good. Everything's good. So today, man, oh man, everything was anticipated, just no execution. So that's not a good thing.
I would have executed. I had a entry signal, but because I'm in other situations I'm managing,
Yep.
I didn't want to be too greedy.
Yep.
But I'm back testing it. I honestly I would have entered. I would have told you to enter, or I would have called an entry.
Mm-hmm.
He can't be everywhere.
Yeah, true, true. That's true, man. I should have not been hopping around gold and GJ too. But anyways, it is what it is. So if the volumes are coming back like this, if the pre-New York volume and whatnot is not coming, it's like we still have May and June. So perfect.
Yeah, no, I honestly I would have. Oh man, this is like a clear.
Yeah, actually it is.
You would have called me a magician. Yeah. Uh, it's okay. I'll plan all this out. Oh, yeah. So what? We have just one person watching in the YouTube. Is that Jason?
Yeah, Jason Johns, apparently he is one of our top followers. He says, I'll be back. Thanks
Well,
forever. Thanks for everything. Learn a lot so far. Oh, that's good, Jason. Showing up to the charts every day. That's amazing. If you show up to the stream and ask questions like you did today, perfect. You're gonna learn a lot.
yeah. Have you heard? I forgot the expression, but basically the expression dictates like, for example,
Yes.
Okay, I'll make it simple. I'll make it simple colors. If there's a white neighborhood, usually they'll have a black police officer police that neighborhood, and if it's a black neighborhood, they'll send a white police officer.
Mm-hmm.
So that basically, because obviously people of a certain color, they're familiar with their own, they will not necessarily respect the police officer of the
Mm-hmm.
same color
Yep.
fully. So basically, that's what I'm trying to do with the Discord, because they know me
Oh,
and they
yay.
love me. They're used to me.
Yep.
So that's why I'm sending you to be like, hey guys, 6:30, log on, and then all of them will be like, oh, okay, okay, okay.
I see what you
So
mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, we can actually do that. I
that's why.
just.
Otherwise,
Yep. Go
yeah,
on.
I know you were busy. I would have even, if I had your login, I would have used your login just to post. Believe me, they would have come on, because yesterday I got messages from them like, oh, is this every day? Oh, I'm sorry I missed it. I said, okay, it's going to be tomorrow again, and every day will prompt you if there's any interruptions and stuff, because people are watching, but they saw it was me, and I sent so much info like news, and my other, you know, Islam, he sends so much stuff that I don't want to say they're overwhelmed, but they have a lot of homework to do. So sometimes they put it off to later. But a new person like you, they'll show so much respect, you know.
Yep. We can do that,
People,
Jamil.
it's like,
We can make it
yeah,
possible.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I need you to get so much. I want people to come see you, because like I said, it's almost like a undiscovered secret here. People need to know, man.
That's true. That's true. Undiscovered secret. That's good.
Yeah, yeah, you're just there quietly in your corner, and no one's seeing you. No, man. No, no, no. We're gonna change that.
We have to change it.
Nah, we are going not we are going to.
Go into that's true. That's true. So hopefully gold's gonna give me some sort of selling opportunities late at New York, or around in the next half an hour, 1 hour interval. So let's just wait and see if actually gold's playing out to the sales. Otherwise, GJ was a really good trade here. So just missed out on it because didn't see any confirmation. Price didn't even bother to make a lower wick here. So it is what it is. So 15-minute was the trade today. We disregarded a 15-minute. But the 15-minute was so beautiful because the levels were called out. 151,670 was called out. 151,935 was called out. Everything was called out. The structure was bullish. So everything seemed well, except for we were hopping around the instruments. So GJ and gold, we were just hopping around it. So that was not a good idea. So the current 1 hour, what it's doing is actually it's sort of rejecting the top side. It's actually rejecting the 151,935 level right now. And the current 1 hour is going to close in the next 39 minutes. So let's just see what it does. So the 30 minutes is going to close in the next 9 minutes. 15-minute is also bearish and sort of rejecting the top side. So ideally, for any bullish continuation in GJ, we would want to see price making support, right? So to make support, first it has made its high already, so that's a good sign. It has to now make a higher low, or a support somewhere around here above 151,670 vicinity, and we can definitely retest this 151,935 level and maybe even furthermore if it's actually going up, right? So just gotta wait.
Oh my goodness. I'm back testing this now. Okay, let me see. Okay, so here we go. Oh man.
So the gold is actually doing what we said. If it's gonna make its lower high, so the price is retracing up, right? So if it's gonna make its lower high around this vicinity, man, that will be a perfect thing, right? Because we could actually retest this low that the price has made, and it can actually correct the pump from the FOMC. So from yesterday's FOMC pump, that could be corrected pretty well. So let's just wait and see if we could get some sort of selling opportunities on gold and some sort of buying opportunities on GJ. Just
okay, with what I have here, GJ is DJ's first target is going to be at least 152.417. That's a conservative target.
so 152. Are you looking for 152?
152.417. Yeah.
Ooh.
So now it's up to us to use our price action skills to enter in the safest manner. But you have the comfort level. I told you this target, so you have the comfort that it's going to that level at least. So now it's just a matter of entering with the best risk management.
Yeah, well, actually, I was actually waiting for the 1 hour at least or 4 hour to close above 151.935 level. So if it's gonna close, if this 4 hour, I'll tell you this, if this 4 hour closes above, this GJ is off to races. Because looking at the clean traffic, if you look at here, so the clean traffic is something that is appealing, right? So if the price is gonna close above this rejection point, because I cannot keep this rejection point avoided, right? So I cannot actually avoid that point. So there could be a similar sort of rejection there with a similar fashion. So you can actually reject this vicinity anytime, this area. But I would want to see a 4 hour or even a 2 hour or 1 hour to close above this level, giving me stronger confirmation that, you know what, there could be price pumping this instrument up with the clear traffic here. So just gotta wait. So entering anything, taking any positions here will be just dangerous for me right now. Now.
Of course.
Yeah. So actually, this 152.400 could be achieved, but we just need to see volume on our side and candle closes above this level. So let's see what happens. So the current 1 hour has made its lower wick, obviously. So that's a good sign. And if it's going to continue up and close above, that will be perfect. That will actually be perfect. So the 5 minute tells me that you... Yep.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. 5 minutes tells you?
So the 5 minute also tells me that, you know what, the structure is bullish. The structure seems bullish. So the 15 minute is rejecting the bottom bit. Maybe this could be the liquidity grab for the London market. So I have to wait and see if it's going to fill this wick and going to close up. So I have to monitor this smaller price and see if it's going to close above. If it's going to close above, man, we have a high chance of going through that clear traffic. It's actually possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna set an alarm.
Yep.
Yeah. Set an alarm.
I'm actually really appealed by the gold here now. So let's see how
Oh,
this.
okay.
Let's see how this gold is gonna close. So the next, so this 30 minutes is gonna close in the next 3 minutes. It's actually doing a good job. It's actually sort of making a support here. If it's gonna make a lower high, or a resistance, that'll be perfect for the price to retest this. So if it's not gonna happen in London, obviously we can see that sort of move in New York. So just waiting, because this pump, FOMC pump, can be corrected throughout. So let's just see what happens. Gold could be our play for the day. Gold could be the play for the day.
Ah, you want to short it, huh?
Yes.
Good idea. Yeah. It's fine, huh? Everything's also looking clear on that side.
Yeah, so this is something that's attracting me, this 2-hour close below this 1781670 level, because if looking at the 4-hour, as I gave the confluence right in the beginning, so if just give me a second, so if this was a range that price was in the 4-hour, and this was a rejection, right, that the price needed, and if this is serving as a fake out, if this current 4-hour candle closes below 1783 or 50 vicinity, it definitely is a fake out, and the price pump that we saw upside due to the FOMC, it could be corrected. We have been seeing correction of the FOMC's price many times, right? So it's actually possible. So just waiting for this 4-hour to close. And also the smaller time frame tells us that, you know what, because this, just give me a second, if this candle is such a healthy bearish candle and it closed below these vicinities, so, and if it's going to make a lower low, and now if it's going to make a lower high, there's a higher chance it could actually retest this level, and that's going to be like almost 30 pips, 40 pips of range. So I can easily squeeze out like 10 to 12 pips, which is good for me. Just have to wait.
Looking for this, would you be looking for the green candle to have a wick above it or no?
So this candle?
Yes.
So no. I wouldn't mind this candle having a wick on the top. But so this candle can do whatever it like. So the next candle after this candle closing is going to decide that, you know what, if that's a resistance or is that the end of the upper run, and is the price now going to start moving down. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm going to look and see if this 30 minutes going to close bullish. If it's going to close below 1781.670, that's a good sign that the price is still respecting sales. So it has 10 more seconds.
Yeah.
So the high that it made is 1781.645. Right. So that's still pretty good. It's still below this level. So that's good. That's pretty good. It has a wick on the top side, which I don't mind. Now this price, this candle is going to decide that, you know what, I am a resistance or I'm going to continue even further up. It's a good thing if it's going to continue further up, because that way we know that our bias is still sell, and it could form a resistance on the top. That means we have a even bigger range to play with. So we have a bigger range to play with. So just waiting for sells in gold, because the gold price structure definitely looks like a sell here for today's intraday session. Right, it has closed below the range. Sorry about that. It has closed below the range.
Also, I think earlier was it Jason who said something about your sound?
It was Vikash. I think somebody named Vikash.
Yeah, yeah, because there is something going on with this with your sound. Because when I press mute, even and I'm listening to you, um, maybe I can play it back to you. I can record it and send it to you. You can hear.
Mm-hmm.
But, there's something up with your sound. It's like yeah. If you keep talking, I'll just record it and then send it to you via WhatsApp. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep, definitely.
Yeah.
So this is the sound check 1, 2, 3. Looking at the gold, definitely the gold structure is in place. It looks like the current price action is breaking the high, which is perfect. And our bias is obviously sales. So for the sales, we're definitely gonna look for any sort of resistance to form. If there's gonna be some sort of
Okay.
resistance form,
All right.
we are gonna take a chance with the
I've sent it.
sell.
Okay, I've sent it, huh?
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Man, oh man, you guys should have told me earlier.
he said,
That's crazy.
he said, "Oh my god."
I know. I didn't know. Man, this.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. So is it still doing that flappering kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah. It's still doing it.
Oh my god, dude. It's too bad.
It's better now. It's better now. It's then in front of 200 people. Yeah. So it's cool.
Hopefully it's better in the YouTube now.
If you want, I can check for you. Hold on. Let me see.
So the current 1 hour is definitely is bullish, and the top high it has tapped is like 1781,690. We still have chances for sell, but I mean the candle has to make some sort of resistance, right? So we need this 15-minute candle, or at least the 5-minute candle to start making resistance. So maybe if this candle is going to resist, if this is going to make a resistance and the next candle is going to retest making a high, I may take a position here. Let's see, where's my gold chart? So this current 5-minute is actually breaking the previous 5 minutes low, which is pretty good. I would want to see this candle close.
All right. YouTube's fixed, and I don't know what you did, but it seems to be fixed here. Huh?
Perfect. Oh, that must be the sound suppression, the background noise suppression in the Zoom. I actually converted it into low. I changed it to low, so I would ideally want to see this 5-minute candle making a top wick before breaking the low, but let's see what happens. If this 5 minutes makes a top wick and starts heading down, man, that'll be perfect. That will be perfect. But obviously this 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 9 minutes. So just waiting. Just waiting. The current 1 hour is going to close in the next 24 minutes. I think we can get beautiful sales around New York time too today. So let's see what happens.
What's up, Mandish? Oh, Mandish.
Hey Jamil, I'm fine, thanks guys. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty
How are you
good.
doing?
I'm
Pretty
good.
good.
Where are you based?
Um, I got GJ vibes today.
Oh.
Oh, where
I
I'm
mean,
based? I'm
yeah.
here in Melbourne.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Where about? Where are you?
Oh, London.
Oh, London.
Yeah.
Wow, it's morning time there.
Yeah, it's morning time.
Mm-hmm.
The sun's out. It's been out since five.
Mm-hmm.
Five. They're opening stuff up now. I heard in Australia that things are open.
Yeah,
You know.
it is open. Most of the things are open. There's no restriction, no social distancing. Everything is good here.
Yeah,
We are rocking and
because
rolling, Jamil.
Yeah.
I heard. Believe me, I heard. I was so jealous because you know I used to go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
they shut everything down. They shut everything down in London. So I went to my wife's. Well, we traveled to Spain.
Yep.
There we have a bit more space and everything. So I joined the gym there for about 3 weeks, and then they shut everything down there.
Oh my god.
so
Oh man.
I was like, man, this is horrible. Then obviously we came back here. Then I bought some gym stuff and put it in the house, but it's just different, you know. But they opened the gyms now, so I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah. So, what about other restriction like traveling and all?
Oh, now they're saying that unless you have a real reason to travel, you can't travel. Obviously, I always have a good reason to travel, but maybe maybe for now it's best to stay put. Um,
Yeah.
okay, fine. Seemingly wanted to talk about GJ. So Anush called a very nice trade on GJ, and right now we're waiting for a second opportunity at the break of I believe it's that's a 93 in the number. Is it 151? Let me see.
Waiting for
Man, oh
to
man. The
close above
GJ
this.
the GJ is still running on. The GJ is still
It is
running
flying.
on. It's perfect. GJ is actually flying.
Ah,
This is sort of the London volume you get, in regular days. So hopefully May is gonna be this pretty, not ugly like April. April's obviously been ugly. Did make some money in April, but still. So if it's gonna move like this in New York, what we can see is New York market grabbing its premium price, obviously, and then further continuing up. So if the market's gonna continue up, so if the price is gonna retrace around this vicinity, gonna close, make some sort of support, that'll be a next chance to capitalize on it.
you're
Just
still
gotta
holding
wait.
trade, Anush?
No trades, only
Still holding
calls.
trade?
No trades. If I was in this trade, I would have hold it. Man, I would have hold the hold this trade. Honestly, trust me, I would have hold this
I got
trade.
16 pips on this
Beautiful,
trade.
beautiful. It's just beautiful.
It's beautiful today. And
So the,
and I was looking to trade on crypto. I'm just trying out, but it's really good. It's like GJ. Really
oh, is
good.
it?
All
Technical's
the
playing out.
thing we do.
Technical's playing out.
Mhm,
That's
mhm,
good. That's really good.
playing out.
Okay, so the gold situations actually the structure seems bearish and it's heading down. Man, I honestly didn't take any position here too. I'm just waiting. The structures are looking so well, but the 1 hour is still bullish. It's sort of rejecting the top side, but still waiting, man. Come on. Come on, gold. It still has 18 more minutes left for its close. Gold. I need a proper bodied. I need a proper body lower high. Obviously, this 15 is almost engulfing the previous 15-minute candle. Man. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Gold's gonna head down today. Gold is gonna head down. I know, Jason. Just trying to be disciplined, you know, man. Just trying to be disciplined. That's one of the best strengths I have, or that's one of the skills I have. I can just stay here and enjoy the price action, you know. And another good thing is I can talk to my friends on Zoom and I live. I can talk about different stuff, and that's how we can spend time. That way I don't need to click buttons randomly, bam bam bam. I can just wait for a better opportunity. I can just wait for the candles to print in my way, and I can be more confident in it. So just loving this discipline, to be honest. I know traders who just rush into trades one after another, one after another. That's not a good practice, man. I can, at the end of the stream, what I can do is I can praise myself. I can pat myself on the back saying, you know what? I saw it, I called it out, but I stayed disciplined. So that's good. And this sort of opportunity is not just going to come today. It's going to come like throughout May, June, and July. So I'm just as fine. So being disciplined is one of the key skills anybody needs, right? And no matter what you do. So in trading, if you have discipline, perfect, dude. Perfecto. So I didn't take a sell here. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. I need the resistance to be formed in the 15, which is going to form in like the next 1 minute. If it's going to retest all the lows in just one go, that's fine. I'm just going to wait. Because only London session is not the only session when there's going to be a lot of volume. If there's volume in London, more than likely there's going to be volume in New York too. And we will see what happens. So Jason here says, so you need a clean break, huh? So I can take a position once price establishes a resistance, but the idea is I need to see a resistance in a higher time frame, Jason. I don't necessarily need a break. I can obviously take a trade once it starts breaking this level and closing below. I can take a trade there looking at the cleaner traffic on the left hand side and also telling me that, you know what, this is a pump from FOMC, and more than likely FOMC can be corrected. So just gotta wait. Jason, just gotta wait, dude. If you wait, you win. That's one of the formulas I've applied to myself. You know, GJ was actually beautiful. 15-minute gave it away. Trust me, 15-minute gave it away. We called out the levels, we called out the target, we called out the structure, everything, you know, just amazing. So in GJ, so looking at the current 1 hour, it's going to close in the next 15 minutes. If this 1 hour closes above 151.935 vicinity, we have a higher chance of price retesting this level and making some sort of support to further bounce up to Jamil's target. That's 152.400 level, and that's possible. So we just want to wait here. Whoever's in this trade, man, you are good. You are good to go. You are good to go. So just gotta wait for this 1 hour to close. If this 1 hour is gonna close in the next 14 minutes above the 151.935 vicinity, that will be perfect. So the smaller time frames are telling us, you know what, we are moving up. The structure is heavily bullish. So just gotta wait. No impulsive trades taken today. It's like hardcore discipline, man. Hardcore discipline. I mean, honestly, no, I'm gonna catch some gold one here. Yeah, sure, Jason. Hardcore discipline, man. Other traders out there from YouTube looking at me, they're gonna be like, "What, man? This guy calls out trade and he doesn't take it." Because the trade's not playing out my way. You know, I need the candles to print the way I want them to. If it's gonna print the same way I want them to, man, I definitely take a position. 100% I take a position, but I just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Okay, let's look at the gold. So gold's 4 hour is gonna close in the next 1 hour and 12 minutes. I ideally want this 4 hour to close below 1781,670 level. If it's gonna close below 1781,670 level, there's a higher probability of price heading down. And if the price is going to close below 1783.050 level, still there's a higher chance it could go down. But ideally, I want this 4 hour to close below 1781 level. And I want a lower high, right? So this is the current support, which is fine. We just need a resistance to form for the price to further continue down in gold, because it moves with such a volume, right? So if I see a resistance here, somewhere around here, this vicinity, and the price starts heading down, we could retest this. We could head down to 1773 level as well. So just waiting for the proper structure. So the current 1 hour candle is going to close in the next 11 minutes. So if it's going to close below 1781,670, still the probabilities for the price to head down are high. It's still high. So just have to wait. And the current 30-minute candle has 11 minutes. Is also below this level. So if it's forming some sort of resistance, perfect. So the previous 15-minute candle did form some sort of resistance here. And if this current candle is going to retest that level and going to start flipping bearish, that will be a nice spot there. So I'm just going to wait for this hourly candle to close. Just going to wait. And if the candles are going to go even higher, for example, if these candles starts going higher here and it forms a resistance later for New York around this level and it's in a deeper range, it's fine. I'll be more than happy to take trades there too. It's going to be a bigger range and I can get a much more higher reward for my risk. So this was my last trade. Please have a look and review. Okay. So Mandish says is looking at ADA USD T-Perp Binance. Waiting for another 15-minute candle to close above resistance level to confirm it is not a fake out. Good. Entry was here. Okay, and confirmed. Candle made a retest. That's good. And took buys when the 15-minute candle broke the previous candle's high. Perfect. Price broke above resistance and exit here. That's amazing. So what's the leverage that the Binance is giving you, Mandish?
It's 125 is the one. 1 is to 125.
1 is to 125, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think the technicals can play out in like cryptos too. So if the technicals are playing out perfect, you know, you just gotta study it for some time, and when you're confident in it, it should work out. I haven't looked into much of the cryptos, but it does play out. I have a friend who trades crypto with the technicals from like financial instruments like our currency. So I used to look at this Ethereum as well. And Ethereum does play technical, especially in a higher time frame. It does play technical, and it is similar to currency. It's actually similar to currency. So the gold Gold, I haven't taken any trade. I waited. So I think the wait on the gold was perfect. So the current 30-minute candle is going to close in the next 8 minutes. Also the 1 hour. So 15 minutes is going to close in the next 8 minutes. Jason Johnson tells me, yo, your lot size must be huge. Lol, made like 10 pips. Need like 10 pips. Yeah, man, I have to. It's like getting 10 pips is sort of like my trading rule. So when the trade hits like 8 to 12 pips of that profit, I'm comfortable to secure some, and that pays me out too. So sometimes I close all of my positions when I'm in 10 pips. Because I'm okay with that, you know what I mean? So I just close it and I'm all good. Sometimes the trade hits like 30 pips, 25 pips, and I'm good then. The structure dictates whatever whenever I'm gonna close, you know. If the structure seems proper, man, I'm on it 100%. So the current 1 hour candle in the gold is going to close in 6 minutes. So it's still under this level, which is a good sign. Let's see if we are going to get a proper entry on gold for sales. So if I'm not going to get any entries right now around London session for gold's sell off, so it's fine, because I know that I'm going to get an entry around New York. If the price is falling down, it's fine. I mean, the way the candle's been printing, that could be for the volume, for the price to go down. Looking at this, looking at these stuff here, looking at the rejection, and possibly the correction of the FOMC's price too, right? So we can get that. We can get that. Man, oh man. I am jealous of the GJ's move today. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Anyways.
Oh, 15 minutes close with how I thought.
So the 15 minute in gold?
In GJ.
How did it close? Like no wick on the top? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yay.
Maybe that's 8 for now.
Yeah, so the candles, what it can do is it can actually exhaust, right? So if this volume has been induced in the market, and if the market decides to continue, it has to exhaust somewhere. It has to exhaust somewhere and make a support, then start pumping up. If it's pumping up, if it's got, sorry about this. If it's gonna reject this 151,395, 151,935 vicinity, it has to reject it hard. So either two things gonna happen. Actually, three things gonna happen. If it's gonna shoot up, it has to make a support, exhaust there, exhaust the range, collect orders, then move up. And if it's heading down, what it has to do is abruptly reject these levels and then start heading down. And I'm looking for sales in an overall aspect. So let's see what happens. And another thing that could happen is it could just range here. Just only range. We just have to see. Because obviously the target for...
see that.
Yeah, we don't want to see that, true. Obviously the target in London has been achieved, you know. So if you look at the target that we decided for London has been achieved properly. I mean, there was a proper entry too. So the entry was right here in this 15-minute candle. And target achieved 100%. So what more, you know what I mean? So target for London has been achieved. So hopefully in New York we're gonna get a continuation on the top side with some sort of support here, or maybe get a correction of this London move. So if this London move is gonna be corrected, perfect. But we just gotta wait.
This level has been rejected like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Which level?
The price rejected this level.
Which
The
level?
level it is on now.
On the 151 level?
Yeah, 151 to 152 level on 2 hourly. It might go down.
Yeah, it's actually very close to this rejection point. True. So if there's going to be a continuation, we need some sort of support. Otherwise, it can actually correct the London move in New York. So just gotta wait. So the things I'm waiting for is in GJ, I have to see some sort of support before I take any buys, because obviously I didn't see any confirmation, and I stayed disciplined. So I have to see for in support for a price to move up, or I have to see resistance and an abrupt rejection to head down, and for the price correction from yesterday's pump. So let's see what happens. In gold, I'm definitely looking for sales for now. I'm looking for sales. So hopefully we get a proper sell. Just have to wait and see if this 4-hour closes below 1781. And if we could correct the FOMC's move. So the previous 1 hour did close below that vicinity, which is good. I mean, it is doing what we said it would do. So the previous candle has established a resistance. So let's see how this current 30 minutes going to act. Current 30 minute.
Hey, Anush,
Yep.
you holding any cryptos right now?
No, no cryptos. Zero cryptos. I'll see around May, end of the May, if I can get some cryptos until unless uh, I see my goals being achieved. No cryptos.
Okay,
End of the
but
May.
yeah, odds investing 10% of your profit or 10% of your income into cryptos, they just give really nice gains in short term.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they do. Hopefully, we can actually uh, we can gain strength in yen instruments and gold instruments, right? So because I saw news last time like saying cryptos are losing their value or something. It was something to do
Yeah,
with.
the crypto's gone like 30% down, and then they're rising right now. It was minus 30, now it's already plus 10%. It's just going up now. Mm. Kind of market correction, I would say.
Hmm. There was a crypto news somewhere. Let's just search it around here. Slowly but surely, all the money printing, driving pro clients away to UK. Yay! Yeah, so the news here tells that US dollar actually falls after Fed holds rate. No time for taper talk. So if the US dollar's gonna lose its value, people are gonna put their money in the gold. So technically, gold should be flying up. It just doesn't make sense. Is this rejection in the 4-hour a liquidity grab? So just waiting for the 4-hour to close. If the 4-hour is going to close below 1781, we do have a higher chance of the price moving down. So we're just going to wait. If this 4-hour is going to reject and is going to close above, man, we have a higher chance of feeling this wick on the top. So just have to wait for New York if that's going to happen. So the price is doing what we wanted price to do. It's actually, just give me a second. Price is doing what we wanted it to do. Made a low. That's perfect. So it's going up. If it's going to make a resistance around here in a deeper level, then further move down. Perfect. Just waiting. So Jason Johnson, tell me, who's your broker? So I have few accounts, man. I used to have accounts in Traders Domain, and I have account in Black Bull Market. They are good. They are pretty good. And I used to be in Paperstone before they changed the regulations. So I'm not with Paperstone anymore. And yeah, that's it. I mean, any broker that pays you on time is good, Jason. I mean, Raj's got a new brokerage, Dominion Market. That sounds well, and he's giving away incentives as well. So that's good. That's good on you.
I opened a pro account in Dominion Market, but I don't know why this the high spreads.
Spreads are high.
Yeah.
or you gotta contact the support and tell them, you know what, hey man, my spreads are too high, and they're gonna fix it. They will fix it by logging into your computer as a host or whatever, and they can fix it. You just have to tell them it's pretty high.
Thanks for that. I'll write an email about this.
Yep, just write an email with a screenshot saying, you know, this is a very unusual spread around the usual volume time. And it's like, oh, what's happening? So what ideally gold is doing right now is it is actually collecting orders. So if it's actually collecting orders here, perfect. And if the resistance has been formed, we can get a further continuation downside. We're just waiting. Just waiting. The current 1 hour is still bullish. Current 2 hours, sorry. And usually around the close of the 4 hour, what we see is either it pushes really hard or it retraces pretty hard, right? So if it's going to retrace around this vicinity, that would be really good for sales. Just waiting. So the current 1 hour is heading down. 30-minute has made some sort of resistance here, but it rejected the down level. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. On 15-minute, the price is just ranging, which is fine because it's collecting orders. So our goal is to look for sales in a proper structure. So the structure on 1 hour can look okay. You know, the prices are below this level. So ideally, if this candle closes above, and then closes above, and the next candle does some sort of a resistance structure, and then heads down, that'll be perfect, man. For now, there's nothing. I'm not taking anything here. Just looking at the price section, enjoying it. That's it. There's nothing for me there. So GJ. So Jason here tells, will Black Bull market let me use big lot size for a flip? So I'm not sure what a flip means, but Black Bull market definitely does allow using lot size, man. So Jason here tells, for a come up, big return, high risk. I know. No, man, you gotta have a set percentage of risk. You cannot be risking a lot. That's not a good plan at all. That's not a good plan at all. Especially when you're beginning. Especially as you're a beginner, you would want to get consistent winners than just a big hole win. Just start slow and small, and when you're consistent and you earn a little bit of money on the side through your job or something, you have a saving out there, and that's how you capitalize, right? Using that money. So unless you're consistent, you should not be looking to see how you can put big lots, because putting big lots is not a problem. You just gotta be consistent first. More consistency before anything. Low flip. Nah, I'ma just follow you. You don't lose. No, man, you lose. if you have like a huge lot size and you're not used to it psychologically, and you know, you're not used to holding like drawdowns, you're gonna be in a big trouble, dude. Because maybe the account they used to use to trade is gonna just blow off. It's gonna blow off in a few trades. So that's not a good idea. You need to have a big sample of trades, right? You need to have a larger number of samples to trade. So you cannot just trade 2 times and blow the account. It doesn't work like that. Have to manage the account properly. So the gold is doing what we said. So hopefully we see something like this and a resistance being formed and further continue down to test the lows, daily lows. Let's see if we can get that. So the previous 1 hour in GJ has closed above this 151.935 level. So we just need the price to make some sort of support before we take any position here. Some sort of support. Some sort of support. Nope.
Who is that?
Somebody's putting extra lot.
Jamil, maybe.
Jam-
Jamil.
Jamil's banking out there.
Oh, I didn't even know the mic was on. Yeah, that was something telling me to exit trade I was in, or I am in. The autopilot. Yeah. I mean, Euro NZD short. Oh. But it's telling me to exit. I'm saying no. Well, that's what the autopilot is there for. It gives you a guideline. You're the human.
So is this 4 hour going to close below 1781? Or what is it going to do? It seems as if there's a higher chance that this 4 hour could actually close below 1781. If it could actually close below, man, that'll be perfect for further continuation down to maybe 1773 level at least. So we're just waiting. Just waiting. The previous 15-minute closed like this. So the price action definitely seems almost as if it did make a lower high and it's sort of heading down, but man, I need to see some sort of structure on the 30. 30 doesn't look well. 30 doesn't look well. Now the gold actually could break this level and further head down. Man, oh man. Today is like a day where I call out the trades and just just stare at it from far away and just be like, oh, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Just need to wait on the gold. Okay, so even the goal, the game is 90% patience. Jason Johns says in the YouTube. That's correct, Jason. So it looks like gold has moved down. So man, today is one of those days where I call out trades and I don't execute, and I'm like, oh man, oh man. But anyways, it is what it is. So the question for the current 4-hour candle is it going to push even more, or is it going to retrace a little bit and going to leave some space? Is going to leave some wick on the downside for the further New York volume to push down. Right, so it has 36 more minutes left for its close. So looking at the 2-hour, 2-hour has also rejected that 1781 vicinity, is heading down. So 2-hour still has 36 more minutes left for its close. Looking at the 1-hour, the current 1-hour candle has actually engulfed the previous candle. So the 30 minutes going to close in the next 6 minutes. I mean, we were looking for price to sort of move down and move up, make this lower high, and further head down. We just didn't see any candle close, right? This candle close here, 30-minute candle, this candle close wasn't pretty at all. Obviously, this turned out to be resistance, a strong resistance when you look at it, but this candle is a dodgy candle, right? So entries near dodgy candle is also not a good idea, because I would want to see a proper structured candle rather than a dodgy candle. So we did call out the trade. We did anticipate the moves, saying, you know what, we needed a lower high. It did make a lower high. But man, oh man, gold. Gold was another trade today. Mandish says, happy trading, guys. I'm going to head up. We're going to see you later, Mandish. Take care. Have a nice, beautiful day. And we're going to be here back on Friday. Otherwise, we'll be here next week from Monday to Friday, and we will see if we can squeeze out something out of the market. Obviously, May is coming in. Hopefully, May is going to treat us pretty well. Take care,
The
Mandish.
helicopter sound is back. The thing is back.
Oh no. Oh my god. I gotta fix this somehow. How about now? Is it better now? Is it any better now? And this day has been a spectating day only. A It's a beautiful volume day. Obviously, GJ looks very nice for further continuation of if it's actually heading down to make it higher low. We still have room for GJ to move up. Just gotta wait for the New York volume to come in. Obviously, we can get GJ buys. So for gold, looking at gold, man, oh man, missed this sell again. But anyways, it is what it is. Man, gold. So gold was this 5-minute trade. So when I'm gonna journal it, I'm gonna journal that, you know what, 5-minute was the trade, because the 5-minute candle, this 5-minute candle did close below this recent 5-minute support, and this rejection at the top was something that was appealing. And when the next 5-minute candle made a high and started breaking the low, that was the entry right there with stop losses, with stop loss above here. So that was a stop loss level, and anticipating a further move of the price. So missed on gold one more time, but that was just amazing price action to spectate today. Just beautiful. Hopefully we can get these sort of moves around May, and the price is going to treat us well. I mean, now at this point in time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for GJ to make some sort of support around 151.935 level for New York. And if it's going to make support, man, obviously off the bat, we know that if it's trending up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? So we're just waiting for that. We're just waiting for this. Obviously, a really beautiful day today. Really beautiful day. We will see what we can do later. Been studying 16 hours a day. Jason here from YouTube says, I learned so much in 2 weeks trading. Ain't that hard? Not for gamblers. Discipline take you far. So much in 2 weeks trading. Ain't that hard? Not for gamblers. Taking discipline take you far. How you think I found you? Lol, mad research. Oh, that's amazing. Jason, you found me with research. Amazing, man. That's amazing. So been studying 16 hours a day. That's actually hectic as a study, man. 16 hours? That's good. That's crazy. So I actually used to study crazy amount of hours too. So when I was doing trading at the beginning, I wanted to be like master. I wanted to be so good at it in reading market, this and that. I used to backtest like the whole day. Whenever I used to get the time, bang. I was having my dinner, bang, just backtest. But you should take it easy, man. You should love the process and just take it easy, you know. And look at gold, man. It's just so beautiful. Beautiful gold, and it's pushing. The 4-hour is pushing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man, this is beautiful. Just so beautiful. It's gonna hit that 1773 level. 1773 level. Wow. Just so beautiful. So this was the entry candle right here. That was the entry candle right there. After the price did this rejection maneuver, closed below the support, 5-minute support, and this candle started making a low and started making the high and started breaking the low of the previous candle. Once it broke the previous candle's low, man, that was the entry point right there. So this right here was the entry point. This right here. Stop losses around this level. And obviously, first take profit. And the last, obviously, target is 1773 vicinity. So hopefully around New York we may get a continuation of this price in gold. So if it's gonna continue down, perfect. Perfecto. This is beautiful. Dotfic is here. Dotfic says, peeling mindset. I think you missed the sell again on gold. Yeah, that's correct. From the support you have marked. That's correct. Dotfic, I missed it. I called it out. I called out the anticipation. I called out how the price should be moving. And man, it is what it is. One of those days where I anticipate. I look at the move. I read the market. I call out the possible trade, and I just look at it and be like, oh, come on, dude. But it was beautiful. Obviously, this was anticipated. Dotfic, as you said, you know, it was anticipated. This move just didn't execute. So staying calm and disciplined and being and telling myself, you know what, May is still there. And this is the end of the month, so I don't need to go really hard. So that's fine. That's just as fine. Hopefully we get some move around New York session. So the 4-hour is pushing heavily bearish. This is such a beautiful price action right here. So this was the move right here. That was the move. Yeah, it's going to hit that level. It's going to hit a 1773 level. There's a higher probability it's going to hit that level. So, it is what it is, man. This was like another... another 40 pip move that we missed out on. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So the current GJ 4-hour is going to close in the next 23 minutes, and it's retracing back, which is good because it can actually give a potential. It can actually give potential buys around New York session. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be here for the next 10 minutes of the stream, and I'm going to answer questions in YouTube and just going to hang around, enjoy some music, and look at the price action because I'll be back in New York session. So I wouldn't be streaming, obviously. We haven't started New York streams yet, but sure. So if we're going to get any sort of buy opportunities in GJ, it's going to be something like this. So the current price action, the 4-hour is retracing down, which is perfect. If it retraces down a little bit more, that's still fine. But yes, the idea is price making some sort of support here or here for further continuation up and retracing and retesting this level, right? So that's the high of the daily candle. It can be retested. So Dotfic here sends me a chart. Just give me a second, Dotfic. So .fic tells me that, you know what? This is GJ. When does liquidity feed? So buy, retest area. Yeah, that could be a potential retest area. If it's going to retest that deeper, we have a bigger range, right? So potentially this is like a bigger range. So if you look into my chart, so what you're saying is there could be a potential retest all the way down here. So maybe that's not a healthy position there, but somewhere above 151,670, if it's going to make some sort of support around here. So from here till the top, it's again 30 to 40 pips of range. So if it's going to make a support somewhere around here, it's going to be like 18 to 20 pips of range, so which is still good. And we may get a continuation all the way up to Jamil's target earlier that he called. So we will see. We will wait and see what we can do. So obviously the gold was a beautiful trade here that we missed on. Today's been a day where I've called a lot of trades, but man, I've missed on it. So that's fine. That's just as fine. So this was like a 38 pips move, so this is just as fine. We're just gonna come back in New York and see if we can capitalize on any sorts of move. Because to be honest, I'm profitable for the end for the month of April already, and that's one of the reasons too. I'm not going really hard on the charts, so I'm good for April. So I'm waiting for May, and I'm only gonna see any opportunities in a good structure or good position. So I'm actually good for April. We're just gonna wait and see some sort of move on gold. I mean, one more time, if the gold is going down, like the same maneuver where it went down and it made a lower high and went down, it should be making another lower high one more time for the New York's market to grab its premium price on the top before it heads down. So let's see what happens. I'm expecting the price to hit this 1774, 1773 level today on gold. So let's see how the market's gonna react, right? Other than that, man, it's been a beautiful day. I mean, my friends were here. We talked about some ideas, and this is just beautiful. So the 4 hour in gold is coming to a close. It's going to close in the next 19 minutes. So is it going to leave a healthy wick on the downside, allowing the next 4 hour to retrace up and make a lower high one more time, and then further head down? That's the question. And the same thing for the current GJ 4 hour candle. It's actually leaving a wick on the top side. If it's going to close somewhere around this vicinity, man, if we could make some sort of support, that'll be perfect. So the 30-minute candle is still moving, so that's good. It's bearish, that's fine. If we could make some sort of support here, that'll be perfect. That will be perfect. And we have Sony Mia here. Sony Mia, hello. How's it going, Sony? I used to have a friend named Sony, actually. So waiting for GJ buy opportunities for New York. And I mean, gold, I missed out on gold. 100% I missed out on gold. This was the ideal gold sale right here. This was the ideal gold sale right here. Bang. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to journal this trade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to store this video as a review video for me to check what I was doing at that time. If I was doing something dumb, man, that's too bad. But anyways, April has come to an end. So it's 29th, and we only have one more day left. That's tomorrow, Friday. Obviously, we will be live on Friday too, obviously looking at the market. And the end of the April is also going to dictate what's going to happen in May. So it'll be interesting to see and keep a thought process for the May's movement, right? So this has been a beautiful April month. So we started the live stream in April month, which is amazing. We were planning from March, and finally we made it possible in April. This is amazing, happening real. You know, the YouTube community is growing up. People are coming here, giving me a thumbs up, subscription. That's amazing. And we've been having friends consistently coming in the Zoom. Jamil, Mandish, Moutsab, and a lot of other people coming in. Nick coming in, Emmanuel coming in. And we've been talking about ideas. So it's actually amazing. Ricardo is coming in. So it's just amazing, right? So we will see if we can capitalize on moves in May for 100% sure. Because May is definitely going to be so beautiful. And we're not going to leave May just go by. We're going to milk everything out of May. That's what I can say about May, right? So the gold, there's a higher potential we can actually hit this 1773 vicinity today. So we just got to wait for the New York volume to come in. So for any move to be possible, obviously we need volume. So potentially what gold might do is, again, it might make another lower high and then further head down. So I'm just going to wait for that. Now this time I'm going to capitalize on it on New York session. So we are anticipating a correction of the FOMC move. That's something to look out for, and that'll be perfect. Jason says, "I be here. Let this money." I don't get you, Jason. So I'm gonna be here for the next 5 minutes. So GJ has retraced down, and it's below 151,935 vicinity. So any support here should be okay, should be good for buys, retesting the highs. So it's good. The current 4 hours is gonna close in the next 14 minutes. If it's going to close where it is right now, that's amazing. Because we can definitely see the wick on the left-hand side that the price can feel in New York session. Oh, that's good. Jason, if you're going to be here to get this money, man, that's good. Yeah, I'll be taking a break because I take breaks between the session. So I'm going to take a break and I'm just going to stretch out a little bit. Have some water maybe. And I'm going to come back around New York and milk the market in New York. That's something I'm looking out for today. So Sunai here asked, "You back live New York session?" Actually, I'm not going to be live New York session. We haven't started New York session lives yet. We're going to wait for the subscription to hit 1,000 first, and then we're going to start New York session. We're not going to start New York session until we hit that first 1,000 subscribers. So once I have that 1,000 number of subscribers and community grown up already, then I'm going to start New York session, and we're going to be doing London and back-to-back New York But until then, we're just going to limit it to London, and we're going to see how we can grow the community. And Jason says, people say it's going to be a good day. Oh, yeah, Jason, it's going to be a good day, 100%. Because I see volume being induced in the market. So the volume either has to be continued or the volume either has to be corrected. So either way, for currency traders like us, it's good both ways, right? So it's good. So the guys on YouTube, I suggest waiting for gold to sort of do another lower high and then break of this low kind of thing. And for GJ, I think you gotta wait for support to form on at least a 30 or 15 minute candle, then further take buys to retest the highs. Until then, you gotta wait for New York volume. Obviously there is a volume in the market, so what I suggest is wait for this to form, and then perfect. This could be achieved. 152.400 could be achieved. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say bye to the Zoom guys. Great stuff. So nice says, see you in the morning. I'm also newly in the Forex family. Oh, perfect. That's perfect. So nice. It's amazing. It's nice to have you on YouTube supporting me out there, asking questions. You know, it's amazing seeing you guys out here. You can actually join the Zoom, Sonai, if you're in the family already, because I post my link on the London sessions category, so you can get the link there. And obviously invite your friends, because we're looking to grow the community out here in YouTube and in Zoom as well. So if you could do that, spread the word to your family, to your friends, you know, that'll be amazing. And now I just want to say thank you guys for coming in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be doing London session stream from Monday to Friday, regular 6:30 GMT. Thank you, Jamil, for staying all the way till the end. Jamil, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody else who showed up. And man, oh man, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll see you, Jamil. Yep. Take care, Jamil. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Everybody who showed up, that was amazing.